Alrighty. Today's patch day. So instead of finishing Metal for Refantasio, I'm going to do two parts of the patch, not entirely. First, I'm going to unlock the extreme for Sphene, and then I'm going to do the Alliance raid. Have you come here to share a heroic yarn with me, Drac'to? Please do go on. You have my attention. So, what have you brought for me today? The trial and tribulations of Queen Sphene, who was confronted with many a difficult decision, as so she sought to protect the citizens of her nation, Alexandria. In the realm, people regard souls as mere resource, and when they die, the aether of their memory is used to create the endless simulacra of the departed that can only be sustained where life force harvests from the living. Being so very different from what we know, such a way of life is difficult for us to accept. Indeed, it seems only evident that you should come into conflict with Sphene. She herself was... I need more light in my room. She herself was not among the living, but an entity brought forth to fulfill a certain objective. And therein, I believe, lies the root of the tale's tragedy. Recreated from the noblest of souls, though she was helpless to defy the purpose to which she had been bound, protecting the endless, no matter the cost. Thus did she continue on her destructive path, though she knew it led only to a dead end. A question, and if you may, my dear friend. Deep in your heart, do you believe that the Sphene whom you met was a lie? Though she was many things, she was not. I see, indeed. Her existence differed greatly from the living. There is no changing that fact. Thank you for your honest answer. I shall take it to heart. For my part, whether or not she was possessed of life, I believe that would exist an individual called Sphene who cared deeply for her people, who hears the voices of her people. Felt that they did, and thought only of their welfare. That is why, at battle's end, she returned as a gentle soul you knew. What is up with my mouse? But here, a thought fills me with dread. What if the soul failed to return and the fearsome entity she had become continued to its relentless onslaught? Might it have succeeded in its objective and plundered life force from other realities at the cost of untold destruction? Or such a possibility shall I sing that we might give thanks for the path we are mercifully spared? By golden light two rules walked, their paths in conflict lies. One bound to slay, one sworn to save, they forged ahead untied. Diary. The memories of departed days endure a fate and fetters. For keepers, stante blessed warmth, oblivion for the breakers. I actually should optimize my rotation as ninja. I'm gonna go down there. Right, lock that. Now time for the Alliance raid. So half my time was spent basically figuring out what class I wanted to do. Sure, what class I wanted to do, and the other half was glamour. And then my pizza arrived, and I'm like, I should eat that. No, let's just hide this. And only have it up when I... Yes, you, Drac'to. That certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Biliaja. Curious happenings abound in the Mumuk of late. And we thought one with your... God, I should be off right now, but customers fighting. And we thought one with your worldly experience. We thought with one of your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to help aid us, she's awaiting you in Mamok. You'll find her west of the plaza, a large building near the two-headed statue. She looks cute. Guess it may be 2 loading screens. But going like this is faster. I'm a cheaper. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if you were right to call on. If I was right to call on you about the trouble we now face, cannot be overcome with our strength alone. It all began when we found a fallen traveler in the Sky no Tsunete. But a mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands, tall and slender of build with pointed ears. He has yet to awaken, but speaking in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was our hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, for perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Ah, shit. Lialaja, the traveler stirs. Very good, if you would be so kind to bring him here. We are glad to see you awake and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveler? My name, I am sorry, I can't remember. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. In any case, his presence here is a strong mystery to us. His armor is only a hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? I mean, his armor's quite different from everything else. Not much different from any other Ellis I've met, or would that be an Ellis? Is it Eliti? No, that's not quite right. Ugh. I remember, I'm an Elven. An Elven Vana'diel. Elvan. And you're Momulja. Could it be I came to Mamuk? Wait, if I'm in Mamuk, I must have been taken prisoner. To so readily believe us enemies, perhaps he came from a land unfamiliar with our customs. Across the soul? Might be from Alexandria. We're no way to be certain in which case. Ilyaja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why? What happened? Gulujaja's shade has returned. It has been sighted near Gurkdra Das. Makuljaja has engaged the Gukdrak descent. Makuljaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the West. The Vow of Resolve's companion from the fate of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of the situation better than the most. I'm pretty sure I don't remember his voice. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant Shit has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktel. I have reason to believe it was invoked in the manner to the one used in the feat. Only privileged few of the Neva should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit would be found in time, but we have a more pressing matter at hand now. I must hurry and inform the Lands Guard. Bakujaja requires a reinforcement. The Dawn Servant shared. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. Even. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? Yeah, I am in your debt. Drek. Descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. Galujaja. Ah! How pathetic. You dare call yourself blessed siblings? And not bad. You might actually prove a challenge. You will come to help. Best stay on your guard. He's not alone. Rambunctious youth. What's this? Another monster is in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Here I go! Nullified dropkick! Oh no, you don't! I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Not bad at all. But it takes more than a couple of Taurus to stop me. Taurus? Well, are you deaf, girl? You are speaking. A shame you don't seem to have any manners. I am Pisces. Prisse. Prisha. The name's Prisha. You'll be well to remember it. Prisha. Ha ha! Looks like I win. One Taurus down, one to go. I hope you're ready. Yeah, at ease, Prisha. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, Umai. Oh my, what is she talking about? Prisha, wait! Please, don't go! I guess words of the Dawn Servant Shade is what brought you here. I don't know what the girl has to do with it all, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned him. Then, the way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. So, even so, they can't be allowed to return. We have a duty to protect these forests, and I've not seen it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over the one, won't you? Prisha, what's happened to you? Yeah, there. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. But something was clearly wrong with her. She's not only mistook me for a monster, but she called the two-headed companion Umai. The Umai I know is a Elvan woman, a far cry from a reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, clouding her mind. I have to go and... You would put yourself in harm's way for my sake. Thank you. I recognize the look. The eyes of a man who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Prisha has done, she was a dear friend of Tumari. I'm fairly certain. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond the portal. Don't worry. I have a bunch of people I know that can come with me. The first walk, now accessible. Alright, while we wait for this, let's go to Kurol and do the Beast Quest. Wait, no. Do I have anything low level to get the XP for that? Yeah, I'll just attempt to do it. Oh god, this is bad. No, game why? Cool. The first walk. Jeuno, the first walk. How many vipers will we have? Please just say we only have one viper. I specifically didn't do viper because everybody's gonna be a viper. No, there's 2 dancers. Oh, not bad spread.
Careful! That girl is stronger than she looks.
And she grew in size.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich? Here we go! Wait for it! Wait for it! Damn! Is that all you got? Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Drop kick to your fat head! Arcana, give me strength! By the light of the dawn! Not bad! Not bad at all! Oh, we're just getting started! Wait for it! Wait for it!
2.
A royal uppercut!
I was right.
Man, is that all? And I was just working up an appetite. Behold, the blessed power of Arcana! You ready for this? Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! A royal uppercut!
Whee! And a few of them. Barely.
This should do it! Take this, and that, and one of these!
I guess that's what happens when we lose.
Now we're having a party! Time to get serious! Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Damn! You can't stop the flood of mortal existence! I'm not done yet! Still kicking? 'Cause so am I! Wait for it! Wait for it! A royal uppercut! Eat this! Take this, and that, and one of these! Wait for it! Nullifying dropkick! Wait for it! Open your eyes! By the light of the dawn! Now to send you packing! Wait for it! Wait for it! Damn! Nullifying dropkick! send you packing! Wait for it! Nullifying dropkick! This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
I've a bone to pick with this one. But first... The only way out is forward.
Oh.
A forest, huh? Go. We'll look after the girl.
That was a neat song.
What is that? Is some kind of Tural Vitral?
That Lucy one take I feel like did make it unnecessary harder. Although certain people not understanding the mechanics also made it harder. I always thought people were better at it.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
Ooh, it's dragon. Neato.
A dragon. But surely it's no match for you.
Why do you have to say it like that, Tsohg? When in doubt, follow the crowd. That's a new one. This is why I like going Red Mage in the first, in these Alliance raids for the first run, but I decided not to do that. That's an incident mechanic. Oh my god. How many incident? That's the second incident mechanic on this guy. Fire in the circle, so I'm actually having a lot of fun.
Magic! Brace yourselves!
I'm gonna try getting casting gear.
Aye, so where are we now? And what are these floating ruins?
Where's the second treasure chest? Oh, it's almost over. I'm having so much fun. Right, that's just the lower.
There's something about that big tower.
But cool, you could be doing other things than just commenting, you know?
Five of them? This should be interesting. By the rage that controls you!
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you! Twisted by the envy that drives you!
Rage clean!
Cowardice dismembers!
Is that a Reaper?
You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
Defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
dismembers! Consumed by the cowardice that binds you! Arrogance defiles! Dismembers! Apathy strikes!
Well fought. Wuklama chose her companions well. Our next destination. No doubt a warm reception awaits us. Let's go and have a look. What? Why only you?
So good. Look at that man. Lord, Shadow Lord.
Come, mortals. Allow me to show you the depths of my hatred and your folly! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world! The land trembles before my might!
a new
crush
mechanic.
your bones! Of hatred, all how they burn. There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash.
And now it's out. Okay.
The fires ride and rage! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny! Within me shall devour you all! This insult! I will scour it away with your blood! Give up your painful strivings! Give in to the darkness of oblivion! Your funeral dirge has begun! Its mournful notes sing of your demise! Wretched filth! Return to the feculent soil that birthed you! Of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
That was terrible. Vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath. I res the person that sent me right back.
I will crush you like the insects you are! I will keep coming back until the fires of wrath consume me!
Well then.
Trembles before my might! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny!
God, we're so close. Oh, it's a DPS check. Oh, don't have enough DPS for that. Oh wait, it wasn't a DPS check? Nice. Here. This is why we should bring other rezzers. everybody died? Okay.
Until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world! The land trembles before my might! Frail mortals! I will tear your flesh and crush your bones!
How did I...
Let the fires ride and rage! Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny!
That's getting on my nerves.
The darkness within me shall devour you all! Insult! I will scour it away with your blood! Give up your painful strivings! Give in to the darkness of oblivion! Your funeral dirge has begun! Its mournful notes sing of your demise! Wretched filth! Return to the feculent soil that birthed you! brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath.
Oh, this is
I
dumb.
will crush you like the insects you are!
They're actually pretty cool.
I will not fall. I will keep coming back until the fires of wrath consume me!
No victory music. Got nothing. Boo! Boo this game. Are you all right? She's merely sleeping. She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. She stirs. A two-headed lizard? Trying to take a bite out of me, huh? You scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. If you have no qualms with us, we're nothing with you. We only wish to talk. Can they really be trusted? I should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine, we're an intimidating specimen. I'm Prisha, by the way. Nice to meet you. Gods, what's happened to this place? Token exchanger. What are you gonna exchange? Or kill your goblin? Oh, they. Of course, that's how they're doing it this time. That's actually pretty nice. There is much there's much for this we don't understand, but what we do understand is that battle is won for now, at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Servant Shade and the rest of those fiends. This is to say, eh? Thank you for your help, Drac'to. What are your names again? I am Drac'to, and this is Bakul Jaja. Drac'to and Bakul Jaja, right? Wait, a male Mishra? Well, now I've seen everything. If you're done with the small talk, why don't you explain why you are attacking us? Attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. We are sprouting nonsense. We are not. You are spouting nonsense about us being Taurus and nearly killed the man on your webpage. Well, I do recall fighting Taurus not long ago to protect Ulmai. A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she's addressing Ngulu Jaja's shade with that name. The incantation needed to summon are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Bakul Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning, young Prisha here was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Umai person. It was all an illusion then? It started to feel back. It's starting to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed protection. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me? I usually fight with my fists, but don't think twice to accept when they give me what they gave me. I suppose their magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Umai hasn't been drugged into all this. Do you recall? Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was Umai? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Well, that I can't. Would that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where exactly? Jeuno. At least I think this is Jeuno. There was never anything like that here before. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go with Prisha and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of the shade. I'm mixing up the mystic and the brute. We will remain here and keep watch of the rift. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Shodo as well. It's in the back of the Neptune Spice, across the way from the fountain. Oh, there you can leave there to be on, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I was hoping to run into you two. I didn't wish to be overly forward, but why are you speaking with the Mamulja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Araja unless my guards. Has Golujaja led siege to Alt Urhan? Is Junon next to fall? I don't know anything about siege or invasion, but the Momoja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably more confused than we are. Poor man's probably more confused than we are about this. Adventurers rather gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. The taxes are a pain, but it's worth it for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with merchants peddling their wares just outside of the city, of the town. But why is it closed? The auction house never closes. Maybe they're waiting for things to return back to normal around here, whenever they reopen. I suggest you stop by. Who knows? You might get lucky and find something way below market price. You're new to Junon, are you? I can tell by You're new to Junon, are you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The city was built on Heaven's Bridge across the two great continents of Kyun and Dartia. You'll find there's a upper and lower level, a port, and an administrative plaza of the Ruluta Gardens. At least you would have before. Always in and out of Lower Junon appears to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Why is it blocked off? There's supposed to be stairs here leading up to the residential area. I swear things are stranger than by the minute. Hello there, hot mama. Well, I thought I knew all the Mistra who travel through here of late. Where are you from, stranger? Limsalulavinsa, can't say I heard of it. Most folks pass through here hail from San Andal Ortes, Basca, and Windrums. Consider the present state of Junon, though, seems strange. It is becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I'd say I'd be lying. Look at it. I just stare at her. I'd be lying if I said I've heard of your homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. Neptune's Spire, apply, invite. Our branch, please. Release your membership. You press the wall, but it refused to budge. What? Open. Won't open. I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's head of the Ten Shodo. When the world's in danger, he always there to lend me a hand. Scions, eh? They sound like a complicated lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever is happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Bakul Jaja, see if he noticed anything. Run! Like the wind! Returned at last, with answers, I hope. So it truly is this Jeuno as she says. But I traveled all over Tyrol. Never heard of a Jeuno or Sendiori or any of those other places. What in Altus's name is Tyrol? I thought all you Almoja are from Aradigia. Pretty sure you're alright. And she has you to thank, I'm sure. Thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly? What? I've never seen him before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What's your name, mister? My name is... You must be the one who found... You must be the one they found wounded in the Sky no Tsunote. Well, we have to call you something. How about Axial? Vagabond in Mulja tongue. Though it may be closer to Adventurer, is Drac'to's, Eosian. Nicely chosen, brother. Eaxel. That does rather nice. That does have a rather nice ring to it. Eaxel it is. Where are we exactly? Jeuno. Or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. There are special... What's so special about this place anyways? And where did the damn shade go off to? Bah! None of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. Oh, it's this guy. Ha! That's the one who put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So, the Umuas. Scolafant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you've come, isn't it? The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Jeuno. So we really are in Jeuno, and yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It is an imitation, or rather, a rather convincing one, I might add. Well, I created based on the visions of another world. You built this? That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servant's coronation, Zorolja and I ventured to the gate of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasp, or so I thought. In the eyes of the Resilient, and I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down. But once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in the dark expanse I beheld another world. The world was called Vana'diel. What a load of rubbish. As for if anyone would believe that anything and everyone here is little more than one of your toys. Electro. Of course it's Electro. He turned to stone. No, that's Electro. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned a phantom of Gulul Jaja for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my vision of Vana'diel. Under normal circumstances, my conjuring only has strength enough for a brief clash. But with the stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Is that what Zorolja used to build his army? Electrope, he's called it? Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know the stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Fortunate then that the world between worlds was filled with structures made of electro. More than I could ever hope for. Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believe was from Vana'diel, is of your making, then am I? God, that would mean that I am as well. You? Well, yes, well, a trivial thread in a tapestry of my grand design. And what a wondrous weave it would be made possible by the endless possibility glimpsed in the walk of the echoes. The memories buried there were those remnants of echoes will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed the dream lay in the resilient sun, but the bastard is dead to me. By my hand, Tyrol will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. I must admire. I made an admirable stop, but my work is far from finished. Very well, I will draw upon the echo once more to summon the greatest beings of Vana'diel, and their strength will be made one with the magnificent shade. The reason and resolve of which built the nation of Tyroliolo, matched with the compromising tyranny that commanded the Mulja of that world. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I am ready, you can be certain I will call on to you to bear witness to my greatness. Sarioja, wait! Let's see if I can go up there. Damn it all. Just when I thought things could become more complicated. Makes sense. Making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vana'diel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Prisha and Axial must be feeling. What do you do when your very existence is coming into question? Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute the Sarioja's claims. Prisha, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is, yet to be told the memories of your life are not your own, I can only imagine how she must feel. Now's not the time to be disheartened, at least not here. Anyways, I won't trust anything made by Saroja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Let's return to Mamuk. Well, we still can. My mother will want to know of what we have seen here. I'm glad to see you and Bako Jaja returned safe. You brought a new guest. My lord, ladies. My lord. Shit. There you are. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktiel. Explanation. Explanation. Tutorial. Explanation. I explain. I wave my hands and explain. Not simply from another territory, from another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any troubles I may have caused. And thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. Well, indeed, you mistook us for the Mamul of your Vana'diel when we first met. May I ask what they are like? Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear striking resemblance. There was a time when all the people of Vana'diel, the Mamulja included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of a terrible power claimed rulership over the Mamulja and turned them against us. Before we realized that we were at war. A tale is similar to ours, in a way. The rare few of us born with two heads grew to be immensely powerful. The power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. But that is not as we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Sarioja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you've not one for an aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Oh no. Keen to lend a hand, are you? Oh-ho! I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours, and my honor, as an avenger of Vana'diel. We will put an end to Sarioja's scheme. If he was here, I'm sure he'd have done the same. Right then. We can worry about whether or not I'm ready another day. I'm not going to stand around and let this Sarioja piss all over the memory of my home. So, you can count me in too. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Yaktiel, and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Sarioja has left us no choice. Left us without a trail to follow. But it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Drac'to once more. If you're to be ready, I think it's prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We shall start with Tsohg and see to our own preparations while we are there. If you would meet us at the dirigible landing, we will see Prisha and Exia to Tsohg. What's this? Oh, that's... Oh, maybe I should do the pandemonium thing. Balloon-powered airships. Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. So this is Tsohg. Before I forget, I can't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I'm afraid I don't. And as you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquainted after all. What I know of you were likely overhearing in a tavern somewhere. Patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. I see, well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Brother, would it not be wise to first appease the Landsguard of what's happened? Or would you prefer another stern lecture for the Valor Resolve? I'd sooner rip off my tail. What? Fine. Could you keep them occupied while we see to the Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something. I know. Take them to Tia's to simple her tacos. Here, for the first meal of yours we spoiled. And just as we are clear, we are not expected to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will undo our past, but there is always time to build a better future. When you get there, tell her we sent you. She'll see that you're taken care of. I hope she might remember me, but she doesn't even seem to know me. Gods, who am I? And Diaz tacos, eh? Let me guess, they serve tacos. Brilliant deduction, young lady. Shit. Oh, I can hardly wait. I eat tacos all the time back home. Though I suppose it won't hurt to make a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way will help jog Axial's memory. What in Altana's name is that? Do people really ride those things? Chocobo are the only beasts I've ever seen used for riding Vana'diel. If they have any, I'm sure I'd like to see them. Those creatures remind me of the chocobos in Vana'diel. To say we adventurers found them indispensable would be no exaggeration. From shore to shore they were our faithful companions. Wherever so the road might lead us. My home is surrounded by the ocean, you know. It's the most beautiful view on a clear day. Not without the occasional monsters, though. It's nice being able to walk around like this without your guard up all the time. I cannot say why, but I remember something looking out at the sandy dunes. There was a man out on the docks who claimed he could teach me new battle arts, but he would only agree on the condition that I receive from him a damselfly worm, an apron, and a magic skull. I don't suppose you've met anyone on your travels who he made such clear requests. It's probably a request from... I happened to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vana'diel. As well, of course, there was no shortage of the unscrupulous so living in the wild as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. So these are the markets to Roliolo. There are so many stands, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's enough to make my head spin. Some fruit sure would hit the spot right now. No, Prisha, remember, you're about to eat tacos. This is the place, right? I can smell the savory meat already. You must be Auntie Tia. Akoja recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. Akoja sent you, did he? Take a seat, and I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. Tacos at long last. Oh, now I've waited for this moment. I that nothing can match the rich flavor of tacos back home, but the seasoning of this meat is something else. Get as many as you like. Creature has taken the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. I have a mask on, although I have like slit open for eating. It's not really for eating; it's just even more intimidating. Taco breaker! Phew! I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for the treat. It was almost like a taste of home. Vana'diel. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more of Vana'diel? "12 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict, a crystal war, they called it. And it wasn't long before my home, Vana'diel, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land, connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Vana'diel stronghold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Sorry, I spoiled the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have you any tales of daring you can share with us? Well, it all started when this giant rock called me to a dreamscape. I fought these things called primals, and I got so much powerful, beat the crap out of gods, and then I beat up the depressed bird, traveling to other worlds and saving the ones from the very embodiment of despair. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend? A hero and living legend. Sorry for the wait. There was much to appraise the land's god of, as you well know. That Sarija was behind the stolen relic, and the sighting of Galul Jaja was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet, there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers I've seen have even gone off looking for it. A dangerous thought, knowing Sarija could show up at any time, and more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Jeuno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. Maybe we should bring Wakalamat and the other friends of yours. Cryle, was it? I'm fairly sure I've had Traverian tacos before. They were famous for their heartiness and help stave off fatigue. Perfect for those who often found themselves on the defensive in battle. Gods, those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing more than good food and good company to pass the time. What? Well, that we had time to show you more of Tiroliolo, but we cannot afford to have anyone wandering about in Jeuno. Then let us make with haste to Yoktiel. I can only speak. I can speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift at God knows where is searching for treasure seems absurd. Durol has no sources of legends like the City of Gold to inspire. My lord, lady. Oh, my lord, lady. Lord Lou. You too. Goddamn bunny girls. Goddamn sexy bunny girls. Inspired would-be adventure. Would-be treasure seekers. No risk to great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts spring. Better spent on a more honest living, I say. Walking the noble path like yours, brother. In any case, whoever we find is there, we have to get them out quickly. And what if one of those weird shadows were decided to gobble you up? When I jumped through the rift, I was expecting a dungeon. Or maybe a labyrinth, or whatever all this is. Not whatever all this is. It's dangerous, and I need to leave. Don't make me laugh. Not long ago, I heard someone crawling in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere. If those riches yet lie around, that for the taking. If I talk to the explorer, talk to her. Same thing. Never seen a city like this in Tyrol before. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I would hold off on surveying further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hoped to take with me, but it's stolen. It was stolen by some tin brute. Without knowing the value of the stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now. If it truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving as soon as well. Oh! This is shared instance. Nice! You came looking for some fancy trinket too? Well, fancy your eyes on this! Electro. We spoke to anyone who would listen, though a few are too stubborn to heed our warning. A block of raw electro, but how? I take it you're the one who found this. I am sorry, but we can't let you leave with the stone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? Bah! This isn't Twirly-o-lol. You have no authority here. I found it and I'm keeping it. This is for your own good. Put the stone down and walk away, or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him, and the vow of resolve will never let us hear the end of it. We're already in our debt as it is. Fine. You come here and make your fortune, yes? Let me pay you for it. I would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. We can't help but overhear you're selling a relic found in those ruins. Whatever the genuine willing to pay, I'm sure I can pay more. Great. We have just what we needed. What do you suppose we do now? Rather, explain the situation. Current situation, this place would just likely take more the time than we can afford. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties. Separately, the separately, and incentivize them to pay you handsomely, at least they are outbid. Fine by me, but I'll only be accepting payment in gil. This money will be taken me overseas, and where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. My work has me turning a tidy profit these days, so I've coin to spare. I'll offer you up every last coin of my name if I had to. The stone will be mine. An auction should hopefully make things easier for poor Jaja, assuming he can outbid his competition, of course. I guess Ixol. It's Ixol? Axial. Axial was inspired by the nearby auction. Still has... That was quick thinking. Let's hold the auction already and get this over with. I need to pee. If I may have your opening bids. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1 million gil saved up for our work with the Lands Guard. Hopefully that would be enough. Foreign merchants. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons ago, a few past moons. And it's a good thing they did. 500,000 gil, and I can force to spend half. And I was forced to spend half of it in particular for this expedition. He has Bunnyman has 750,000 money. I have no time for the back and forth for bargain nonsense. All I need is one bid to win the stone. Well, it's imperative that we recover the electro. It won't do to show your hand too early. Better to be conservative in your bet. Staying you ahead of the competition. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. We have 1 million gil, Tsohg, and I trust you won't spend all of it. What is your offer? I'll start with 400,000 gil. $600,000. How is anyone meant to compete with that? One out of the running. Good, then I'll bid through 700,000. Only one left now, but I don't think he's giving up any without a fight. Shit. Well, how come I'm far to back down now? 720,000 gil. Raise the bid by a narrow margin. Someone's reached their limit. Finally, it's over. You have a knack for business dealings, Drac'to. Maybe you were a merchant in another life. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. It was more expensive than I would have liked, but nothing a few hunting bills won't make up for it, I hope. As fun as that looked, I'm sure I would have made a mess of things if there were me. I tend to get a little carried away under pressure. Well done, friend. Now, let's have a look at the electro. God, this presence. It feels familiar. The Lord of Shadow? There's no mistaking the depth and bitter malice. This stone may have served at the heart of the Lord, the Shadow Lord's echo. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat the Shadow Lord? Meaning XIV might have been there with him. I don't remember ever hearing about that. In any case, I will hold on to the electro. We should hurry back and speak with the Lance God. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the tavern here in Jeuno. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my comrades to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. A most welcome offer, though there is much to be said, for a first-hand encounter with an echo is in question. Brother. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we make certain no more treasure hunters are readily gaining entrance. Let's return to Tsohg and speak with the Landsguard. Drac'to, come and meet us at a Bright Bloom Post. The great darkness of the Northern Lands. Hatred made manifest. There is not a soul in all of Vana'diel who didn't know the Lord of Shadow. His sole desire was to bring about the extermination of Altana's children, and so he rallied together the beastmen, inciting what came to be known as the Crystal War. The beasts' assault were merciless, and it was not long before Bastok, Sandeora, and Windrus were brought to their knees. It was only after Archduke Kanalulz convinced them to join forces with the Grand Duchy of Junon that they gained the momentum needed to push back. United as the alliance of Altana, they would eventually drive the beastmen back from their lands, and soon found themselves going on the offense in Zarkabard. The alliance provided victory, proved victorious in the end, and not without many sacrifices. Peace has been restored to Vana'diel for a time. At least the Chateau Lord was somehow resurrected 20 years later, but thankfully he was slain before the beastmen could be emboldened to take arms a second time. There is much speculation as to his origins. Most believe he was once a Galka, if you can believe it. He was betrayed by one of his companions, mortally wounded, and left to die. A dear friend of his was also said to have been cut down in the altercation. He succumbed to his wounds, but his rage and despair would remain, giving life to the Chateau Lord. I keep saying Lord of Chateaus, because it sounds more epic. If what you say is true, then he has returned once more. Perhaps the flames of his hatred can never truly be extinguished. Me, I'm no adventurer of any particular renown, if that's what you were expecting. Just a man coming from Bastok, looking to see more of the world. While lacking fame, I make up for it with strength of numbers. I have no soldiers or friends willing to accompany me in pursuit of riches should I reach out via Link Pearl. The armor I wear is proof of our accomplishments, salvaged from the depths of Azadale, undersea's ruins. That said, I treasure my time with them more than any trinket or bobs we've unearthed on our travel together. You understand, surely? A great dragon that slumbered in the depths of Hoyada tree. Yes, I know of it, as does anyone who would dare venture into Zetel. Stories of a great hero who had battled with a dragon. Their harrowing encounter concluded with a strike to its heart with a fabled blade. Vana'diel. If only they hadn't missed their mark. The blade is said to remain nestled in the beast's bosom, even to this day. To survive such a blow and live for all these years bespeaks a strength I struggle to imagine. And yet the tale of its might have not deterred the brave and foolhardy from venturing in the tree. Hopefully they can slay the Fanir and claim its spoils. Few have reached the dragon's eyrie and lived to tell of it. archangels. I have heard stories of the 5 warriors clad in black. If the fates are kind, I would never have the poor fortune to cross paths with them. They are not born but forged from crystal, assuming the legends are true. The Dawn goddess Altana wept 5 tears that gave birth to 5 races: Hewn, Elvan, Taru, Mistra, and Galka. The archangels are said to be the embodiment of their sins. Apathy, arrogance, cowardice, envy, rage, the darkness that lurks within us all. No one is certain why they are created. The prevailing theory is that they serve as guardians of some ancient paradise. Paradise! Right. I was hoping a few of the Landsguard would be here already. The Landsguard's well prepared, and to be well trained and well armed. Appears to be well trained and well armed. I dare say they might be a match even for our soldiers back home. Once again, we've left with nothing but time on our hands. Should Zarailja show himself, I suppose there's no shortage of time to be done, if we ask the Landsguard. Brother, you may be better served exploring Toro. Familiarize yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. A honest to God's adventure. What a great idea. You're coming with me, Axial, and don't you dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at the chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion piqued my interest. We warn you now, though, the wilds of Tyrol are rife with danger, and it is not a place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. I can hardly count the number of times Vana'diel has been invited by some world-ending calamity. But not matter how dire things may have seemed, we always find a way through it together. There'll be no difference, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can do so long as we have each other. This guy could probably be an Ellison in this world being possessed by the spirit of the main character from 11. That there's a probability of that, or either that, or he's actually the Lord of Shadow, or Shadow Lord. One of those things. A band of adventurers barely met. A band of adventurers barely met. United in the face of great peril, just like old times. An adventurer always seems sentimental. Are adventurers always so sentimental? Is that a terrible thing? Is that so terrible a thing? Huh. Ah, here he is. The moment we learned about what's Tsohg's movement, I've asked him to contact us. Meanwhile, in the Echo of Tulia. Yeah, so we have slaughtered them all, and is that not so? Sorry, Olja? Soon, my Dawn servant. Soon, my Dawn servant. Very soon. Then there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. How fortunate for me, he lacks the wisdom of a true Dawn servant. But if he were to be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vana'diel is a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. With the strength of the Ancients, I will bring Tyrol, no, the whole world, to its knees. But I'm gonna do the... Maybe meeting him won't be as easy after all. La Blue said he'd be around here somewhere, though. Oh, whoa! Drac'to the Adventurer! The mighty warrior who traveled the length and breadth of Tsohg. Travel the breadth of Dawntrail. Taking the myriad sight, taking in the myriad sights and smells, even those within the other world's dome. A savvy haggler who saved the third promise, who helped the third promise acquire a sato worth 10 pella and 1,000 in the 1,000 color, despite starting with a mere 100. My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that's... Ah, sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I just got happy for finally meeting you. I, Liplu, a merchant. Until recently, my business was better clothes all worn from the finest, woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend, Mablu, told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. And I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Drac'to. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I call it Torar Travel Agency. Yola. Of course, you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets. Not to mention the wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has aroused your interest, please come and visit me in Okhanu. You can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you. Always, along with the rest of my associates. I might have to get back to doing the adventures of Drac. Let me just do this so maybe Are we back to using coins? Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right. Here goes. Oh, Kili. Welcome to Kazuma Uka. When in Rome. You have mastered the Hanu greeting. But I wouldn't expect anything less from someone as well-traveled. Allow me to introduce myself again. I, Liplu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency, with me and my brother, Yabli, and my Hanu associates, will be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? God, I don't want to be thinking about her. Why am I... No. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. No more looking at that face. I don't like that face. Goddamn cat girl. Not even a cat girl. Tiger girl. Tigra. Dawn servant Woklamat spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better. Of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smile in our faces. Well, those words certainly left a mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn of their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? The unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the Turali travel agency comes in. We'll answer the burgeoning demand. Our goal is to help revitalize the community and as an attempt to rebuild after the Great Storm. Profiting Kozoma Uka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the beach, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't be having these conversations had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After each discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a trot of land by Port Pogo for development. And would you believe it, the villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Liplu said, the people are eager to learn about our fellow Tyrol. And we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us revive Kili Hana, we hope to welcome any outsiders into our home and home that we may know other better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tyrol. This is unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Tyroli from all over the continent. Why did... The core of our business provides accommodations guided tours for the local area. As we speak, Walk Ivu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading up construction for our base of operations by Dock Pogo. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we've worked hand in glove and with the good people of Okhanu to make sure this venture befits everyone involved. Still, there is a few things I worry about the guided tour. For example, visitors will journey here from after making a reservation at our office in Tyroliolo, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we cannot expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back to my proposition. So, how about it? Can we count on your help as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its foot? I knew we could count on you. Wonderful. Although I'd love to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we benefit greatly from the input of the worldly traders like you, yourself, travelers. Honest opinions only. Liplu, perhaps you could accompany Drac'to and appease the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Walk Evu. A fine idea. Guiding guides. Please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Drac'to to each of your turns. When you're ready, just say the word and I'm keen as the Hanu are to hear your thoughts. Let me just abandon this real quickly because I don't want to do it as a ninja. Stay back. All set? Now then, our three guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. We'll start by paying a visit to Hinu in the Fields of Gold, who I am told wishes to showcase local industries with focus on the village and reed fields. Let's go. I'm glad you are here. I almost couldn't bear to wait. Right, let me explain my concept for the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance for our customers to understand Wihanu, and where better to learn than right here amongst our reeds. After all, reeds are the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across the luscious fields and you'll get a sense that defines us. But that's enough of my thoughts. What do you think? I should look to believe this is a place that those not of Hanu could also appreciate, but the tour should absolutely involve the reeds, but as Drac'to suggests, I think visitors will want to learn of other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps guide the tour to a local settlement while serving as a valuable introduction to your god culture. Yes. I think the plan is coming along nicely. To surmise, if we begin by guiding guests around the village, we'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with Hanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resource. Oh my god, that man is Mario. Resource grown in our pads all the more. I was excited about showing visitors our fields. I haven't considered that they might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of us of Wihanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Considering also having a range of handcrafts or on offers to visitors with purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more esoteric trinkets, charms, and the like. Alright, let's head to the breath between. Zilihali has proposed a walking tour of the river and ought to be waiting for us there. I completely lost track of time. My intention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kukuzaj. If you haven't already known, Kukuzaj means big tongue in our language. Haha, if you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the currents. You know, I bet insights into the language like that it would prove a hit with the visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explain the language and local history. So I go, but it's really enough entertainment? Hearing that for someone as well-traveled is a relief. Appreciate your advice. Whatever form of tour it takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with Liplu as I hammer out the details. It's time we went into Zaluhanu. He proposed a magical spelunking tour in which visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. The cave Tola. you are. I was starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's go straight to it, shall we? Cave Tikitola is the source of many materials and medicinal ingredients for generations. It's been held as a sacred site for healing. I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it might not be a suitable word for a challenge of simply getting here. I think customers will appreciate visiting a place that holds such spiritual significance for the Hanu. Zelu Hanu mentioned that Hanu come here to gather minerals and medicines. That sounds like it could make for an enjoyable activity for visitors to take part in. Imagine if you could have their findings made into souvenirs. The possibilities are endless. But as he said, the cave is somewhere remote. We can't discount the possibility of tour groups running afoul of fiends on the way here. Perhaps we'll be better off reserving this course for more seasoned travelers. I must say, the two of you are full of ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I have a plan. I have my plan ready. Well, with that, we've heard all three proposals for our guides. I'm sure you're tired of all of this traipsing around, but let us back to Okahanu, shall we? Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table, even. While we were out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is that we're selling to the Toroli travel agent? It's not as simple as peddling products or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of emphasizing business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment for the visitors and stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. The way our customers will be sure to fall in love with Kozoma Ukia and its people. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Providing that we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers about all else. I'm confident they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pell. The Tyrone Travel Agency will be synonymous with experience both exceptional and unforgettable. I have to drive the messers home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. Then there are the matter of making sure the benefit outweighs the burden of the honey. So there's much to do. But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon to be built base of operations near Dock Pogo. Knowing my brother and Wak Eva, I dare say they've made remarkable progress already. Apparently, they are ready to start construction. The blueprint has been finalized, and all the materials are at hand. Once the work is finished, then the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers and more importantly, happiness for all involved. Be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurers extraordinaire. So it's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a stunning success. What do you say we get this thing built? Construction work on Torali travel needs to complete. Lip Blue and her associates have their eyes set on establishing Kozunakuka as a top tourist destination. Yet a host of challenges remain before their goals can be realized. As special advisor, it is your duty to offer support and guidance as they embark on this exciting new enterprise. If I can get past friendly today, I'm trying to see. If I can, then I'll just keep going. Let me see. Trail. I think that's going to be it for me for today. Because these are not going to be the ones that put me over 500, so I can do these off stream. Why was that moved? Why was I? I don't know how I was moved. That's weird. Anyways, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do these off stream. I stream for almost 4 hours, so I'm not going to middle for replant until today. And MSQ, I'll probably either do Friday or Sunday. Because Saturday I have things I need to do. Thursday I have to work. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night.